is going on, everyone?
What's
we are
up,
back,
y'all?
and of course, welcome to For the Crew. We are holding it down, and guess what? We got a very, very special guest. Cameron isn't here with us this week, but we got someone special. She was in the first episode, technically. What is your name? Who are you?
My name is Erin.
Erin Yeager. No, she's not Erin Yeager.
Long
not Erin
last
Yeager.
name.
She has been holding it down with Crew for a minute. If you guys have been to Crew, you know this woman right here. So here's a question for you, all right? This is not related to what we're talking about, but I'm going to ask it anyway. If you had a choice to pick any dessert to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh. Oh, gosh.
Let us know. You got 5 seconds. 5,
Comment
4,
below.
3. Yeah, put it in the comments. That's for you. That's your question. That's a question for you. That's for you guys too. You get it.
Shoot. Okay, so I'm not like a diehard gluten-free whatever, but my coworker made these insane gluten-free brand brownies. She said it's a white box, blue logo at Sam's Club.
That's very specific.
Very.
I think I would have to go with Lorna Doone. I like Lorna Doone cookies.
Really?
Yeah, apparently they're like for old people. I don't know.
No, but those are good though. I do have to admit. Those
know.
have like a natural butter
So
flavor.
we have something really exciting going on, all right? And we should just be talking about Lorna Doone cookies. But no, guys, if you are a part of Crew, maybe you missed Crew or you want to come back to Crew, you want to know what Crew is about, we are holding it down. And guess what? We are going into a new series of February, which usually it's a love month, but we are talking about date, mate, and relate.
Ooh.
That's all rhyming.
Nice
Don't
little
procrastinate.
ring to
And this week, actually, we're talking about, as far as the relate part comes, we're talking about the relationships that you have with everyone, okay?
Yeah.
We're not talking just like, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. We're talking also relationships like with friends. Like that is very important. And what can you tell us about like the importance of friendship and why that is even important? Why should we even talk about it? What does the Bible even talk about?
Yeah.
Anything like that. What's up?
Well, honestly, I have always been someone where it's like, I've always been a girl's girl. So, I've always had so many friends. Like, so many friends. My sister used to always say, like, my sister is more like she used to be like a 1 to 2 friend. I had like 6, 7, 8.
Wow.
And growing up, it's great when you have a lot of friends, but I learned the importance of friends that are equally yoked.
Right.
Friends that...
So let me pause you for one.
Yeah.
When you talk about yolk, you talking about like the eggs, bacon, like breakfast. What are you talking about yolk? What's yolk? What does that mean?
So to me, when I read that in the Bible, because it's like you think of eggs like immediately,
Right.
even me.
You're hungry.
But when I read that in the Bible, I think of someone who's just got like the same vision, submitted to the same Christ,
Right.
saved, obey the same King of Kings.
Right.
So it's like you have the same vision, the same Lord, and you're walking alongside each other.
Right.
Not
I
always
remember
in the same place, but.
very early on, I would always just think of eggs when I think of yolk. But I found out, fun fact if you guys didn't know, when they talk about yolk, it's actually like almost like something they put around animals' necks, right?
Yes,
and they would basically, if they were unequally yoked, one would be lower, one would be higher, and they're like kind of stuck together. And if one went that way or the other way, they wouldn't be able to,
move forward.
continue anything that they're doing. It's like they're going different directions.
Right.
So when they're talking about being equally yoked, they're talking about like being equally together on the same page, aligned up on the topic of unity, and that's huge when you talk about that. And I know that the Bible itself, and we're actually going to be talking about this week at Crew. We're talking about the situation with the paralyzed man, and he had some crazy friends, some local amigos they were basically like, look, we need to get you to Jesus. And there's too many people around Jesus, right? There are a whole bunch of Pharisees and people around him.
Yeah.
And they were like, look, we can't get you there, so let's go through the roof. Right? And
They went to extremes.
Literally, they went full throttle.
Yep.
No, I'm not going to dab. We're not doing that. Dabs are done, okay? They're done. But they went full throttle and said, look, we have enough faith that if we can just get you in a room with God, God's going to be able to do what he needs to. Jesus is going to take care of business. And if you guys don't know the story, he did. And he said because of their faith, that man was healed. He picked up his mat and he walked away. But basically, in that situation, when you have friends that are like, we're so radical, let's think of a crazy, out-of-the-box idea. Let's get creative. Let's find a way to win. One of the core values at the church. And make this happen. So we saw in the Bible that's a good situation. What are some moments where, like, just being real with y'all, what are some situations where you have some bad friends in your life? Maybe some friends, some good examples of people that you need to get rid of in your life.
Right. So to me, there are like he just said, countless examples. And, for me, I think in high school, I always say, like, I started off just like this was who I was. And it's so funny because God, you know, when you have friends and you're with the wrong ones and you get with the right ones, he'll remind you like who you actually are.
Yeah, that's good.
So who I was, you know, was just like this girl, super extrovert, but also had this introvert side. I'm in the library, I'm reading books. I was like big on education, big on, you know, that was me. And then I got into cheerleading, and cheerleading's great, we love it. But when you get with, you know, a group of friends who maybe don't value education or don't value just like being obedient or submitting to authority, that's just gonna shift everything. So it was so funny because my parents were probably like, what is going on? Because I was just, I was a follower, and turns out that's not who I am or who I was, but I allowed this like identity to come on me based on who I was around.
So you're saying your identity was also soaked in to the idea of these people that are around you.
Absolutely.
That's huge. Yeah. And I think that a lot of people eventually realize that, but the question is, what time do they realize it? Is damage already done to them, their life, their career, or you know, whatever's going on, their life as a whole could be damaged because of these people that are around them. And there's a saying that people say, that wise people say, and it says, if you show me your 3 closest friends, I'll show you your future, right?
Love that.
And it's just having this mindset of saying, these people that you hang around, these friends that you hang around, it's so important that you watch the people you're around because they influence you in some way, shape, or form. If you got people that want to pull you up, want to bring you greater in life, and you know, you want to be creative, you want to win in life, you want to have a banner year, 2023, a year of victory, are you going to be around people that are about that? Or are you around people that say, oh, well,
victim.
Same as last year, I guess it's raining today, or, you know, I don't know, I'm scratching my butt and sit around all day. And there are people that are like, I know adults that are like that. So it's very important that we're just aware of the people that we're around. Thank you so much for hopping on the show, Aaron. Thank you for just sharing, you know, some of your wisdom and guidance on anything you want to leave them with.
You know, I feel I'm so passionate about specifically friends and who you're around. So I think I just want to leave you with, if you ever feel confused or like, man, I love my friends, but I feel like I don't know who I am, or I feel like I'm changing every week, go back to the Word. Saturate yourself and ask God, Google scriptures to remind you who God says you are. So important.
Yeah. So you never go wrong going back to the Word, for sure. I'm going to piggyback off of what she said, steal it, hijack it, say it was my idea. Go back to the Word. No, but honestly, that's literally the way to go. And if you need help with that, we're always here. We have lots of leaders that are here that want to help you and want to be there for you. But that is going to be all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and ring the bell to be notified of everything, like new videos that are going to be popping up. You're going to be notified immediately. But as always, guys, we are here for the crew.
I was late on that.
It's okay. We're here for the crew. We love yins. We'll see y'all later.
See you later.
Peace out.